sharers.
It's 7 o'clock. We'll call the full board meeting to order. First item is the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Not me, sorry. Community forum. Anybody here regarding anything not on the agenda? Hearing none. Conflict of interest declarations. Have any? Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda as written?
So moved. Jim? Second.
Second by Jamie. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Celebrations.
Of course, volleyball state qualifiers. We're gonna have a community pep rally on Wednesday at 9:15. We've been getting some items out by Facebook, you name it. And I was told today that we're also gonna be able to get the Wessington Fire Department to come up too. So I asked, and one of the gals said, absolutely, I'll go check, so. We are two communities, one school with one dream, so gotta keep rolling on that one. Orland Chirp Regions are tomorrow, and we've got a few groups that are going in on that, which is pretty exciting. A lot of those kids have been coming in and doing their pieces for me. And then FFA also has districts in Miller on Tuesday, so we'll have a good number of kids out of the building. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna be kind of like a taxi tomorrow from Miller to DeSmit with a couple of kids, so. DeSmit's where, Orland Church is. As far as, that's what I have right now. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I wanted to make sure that we got those out for sure.
Perfect. Business manager.
That's what they say they're doing, preparing, I started my audit. That's all.
Thank you. Elementary principal, do you wanna, are you gonna read her thing, or?
I can, or if you just want to read it, that's fine. You tell me what you want.
You can. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, because some of that might be the same. Veterans Day program is great. So just a big shout out to Mr. Bliss, Mrs. Stevens, Shane, and Ms. Kelsey for their help and support. 23rd, we're gonna have a 1:30 release like we always would before a holiday. And then the Thanksgiving break will be Thursday, Friday. 3rd through 6th is in basketball. Wouldn't be having it if it wasn't for them, the volunteers. Yep, PTO vendor day and Santa Day at school on December 3rd. That was something that came out of my meeting with Onward Woolsey. And I volunteered to place, guys. I just said, why not have both of these events at the same place? The little kids can go to the gym and the adults can go check out the stuff, and we can have a movie, do some things like that, and then they can go on to, I think the seniors go and play cards at the community center later on, so. But just thought it would be a better idea to have everything in one place. We got the concert set up, of course, so December 5th, December 7th, and then the 19th, so 3 different dates. And let's see, Lindsay was at a SPED directors meeting, SPED law. She's been going to some conferences on that, or just some meetings on that. And professional development, we're still meeting with Mary Lou McGurr. And safety assessments, you need it, and getting some people set up to do a couple of questions with the kids again. And got a guy by the name of John Peterson who's gonna help out with that. So I think you know that guy. So, and, but he was excited to help out, so that's what she has.
Secondary principal?
Not to read through everything, but I'm in the evaluation process right now. And so I've been through a couple of teachers already. And I told them I don't need a dog and pony show, I just want to eat potatoes. That's what I look for, and I get into the classrooms every day anyway, so I have a good idea of what's going on and where the struggles are. And so meeting with those teachers. You did receive a self-evaluation from me. I know that my evaluation is coming up in December. So I just wanted to kind of give you an idea where I thought I was, and it's like I've told some of you already, if you think I'm full of it, you gotta tell me. And when we go through that, please let me know. Because I'm okay. I'm okay with correction and all of that. I need to know. Need to know. Other things, behavior's getting better. It's getting better. Still got a few kids that take up probably, we're at about 5 to 10% of our kids take up 90% of my time in discipline, which is true about everywhere. And so some of these kids are students that have been, are special education students. You know, does the behavior impede the learning? And so we're actually dealing with a couple of meetings that we're gonna have to be taking on whether or not the quality of education that we're able to give them here is what they need, or do they need something else? But I'm one of those guys that I do believe in every kid every day, but I'm not gonna do it at the expense of the other 339 kids either. So my process might take a little longer, but if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be done right. Let's see, I've been to 2 superintendent meetings, got to visit Mitchell Tech last month. They are going through an expansion process, which is quite impressive. And I think we got to eat lunch there too from their culinary arts students, and I tell you, that was a treat too. I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I could take a group there for a Christmas party or something. So, yeah, it was good. And then the Huron area superintendents has been very, very good, and it's a lot less travel for me. But right now, at the last meeting, the discussion came up as to 6% funding increase for next year. State law is 3% for the cost of living, which is ever lower. But right now, it sounds like they'll be coming out with probably 6%. And I was very clear with the other superintendents, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If we can get that, you know, even though it might not be cost of living, that's not bad. So we just have to be thankful for whatever we can get in this day and age. The physical structure of the high school, some of you have been able to see that the fascia and soffit work has been completed. Jamie and I were out with the folks from Mammoth, and we were looking into some simple fixes to start on drainage. But that was a good meeting with these guys, and they don't seem too afraid to tackle it, or at least give us some ideas on how to go about things. As far as the track complex and the playground, November 3rd is when the folks from Mammoth came and met with some of the board members and a few of the coaches. And then we ended up going to the city council meeting on the following Monday, and a day later, we got the approval to close down Birch to move forward with the project, which is really good. It'll help from a safety standpoint, and also I would say from a consumer standpoint, being able to watch games. And the term that I use when discussing this project is we want to make this place a destination. You know, it's kind of like to make Woolsey, Washington, the big time. You know, you make that where you are. So that's been really good. And then of course, Amy and I have been working to get some of the other pertinent information from Pitts concerning, you know, topography, you name it. Mammoth can ask for it, but that would be in the range of $5,000 to get some of those blueprints and everything else. When, you know what, we've invested millions of dollars with you, how about you just give them to us? So, working on that. Transportation, I did talk a little bit about what to do with the buses. I did get a $7,500 price for our 2 big buses, the 2007 and the 2008. We could do that on trade for the new bus, which is going to cost us a good chunk of change. Or, Jamie just mentioned, we could take it to surplus with a reserve on it. And if it's not met, then maybe we could still turn that in. So I kind of like that idea, quite honestly. As far as door replacement, There are two proposals. One proposal is just to replace the doors pretty much on those 12 elementary rooms and get them upgraded, fire rated, the whole 9 yards. And that was somewhere in the area of about 33,000, I believe, 32,000. And then the other one came with pulling out all of the frames, putting new frames in, concrete or the other framing in, and then that was over 90,000. I think it was like 96,000 is where that came in. So we have 30 days to respond on that, knowing that I would be seeing you tonight. You know, those are some things that we can discuss at a different point. And then the auction of excess equipment, I just have it down that the teachers know that they have until the 17th to get items for classrooms, and what is left, we'll need to surplus that if we want to get this auction going. Celebrating success, already gotten that. School calendar. This Thursday, we do have it planned to be off. Right now, as it turns, or it looks, we will probably be about 10 to 12 hours over on the minimum hours that you need by state law in the high school to educate our kids. So this Thursday would really not be an issue as far as not having to make it up. Plus, I am a big believer that that's an educational experience. It's an extension of the classroom, to be honest with you. And then if we do have other snow days, well, we have makeup days built in that we can use them. But as of right now, that would be a good way to go. Paraleveling, which you had asked about. I know that Lindsay had something on PowerPoint, but what it came down to for us was that in order to meet that high level, that level 3 para, you're gonna need 48 hours of additional training, and those would come in the areas of autism training, mental health training, and de-escalation training to do that. And then I learned that there might have been a little snafu before I got here on the blood drive, because I have one group that's been doing it, and then LifeServe, I guess, was also signed up, not to my knowledge. That was done last year. And so the blood drive people that have been coming are supposed to be here on the 23rd, but LifeServe, which is the one that does the blood with directly to like the Huron and all those other areas, they're supposed to be here in December. So what I am going to do is I'm going to talk with the folks that were supposed to come on Wednesday. We're going to cancel it out. We're going to go with LifeServe strictly, because whatever is taken here stays here. It's that simple to me. So it's kind of like buy local, right? So, but that's where we're gonna go. And so I'll get those details out really quickly. But